Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian with another knife review for you. Today, we have the Microtech UTX-85. Now, I'm going to do this review a little bit different. Why am I going to do that? Because in some of the comments lately, a vocal minority of you have said the same phrase a lot, saying, your reviews are just your opinion. And so I've taken that to heart. So this is going to be my very first 100% opinion-free review. So let me know what you think of this new format and what you think of it. So here we go. We have the Microtech UTX-85. It is named so because it is 85% the size of an Ultratech. It looks like this. It does this very well. And now on to the main substance of the review, now that we got that long intro out of the way. Oh my God, I got that centered up there. Here we go. I'll just let you guys read that. Oh, I should probably put it, I'm sorry, it's the first time I've done this. The text isn't big enough. There we go. And there we go. That is my review of the Microtech UTX-85. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Okay, this is obviously a joke, and it's a subject I'm not even really that upset about. I know this seems like a trolling thing, like I'm really upset about it, but I'm not. But it does make me giggle every time I see a review. And I've been doing this for 20 years, not reviewing knives, but reviewing other stuff. I've only been doing knives for like, going on 3 here. But and I've reviewed a lot of them, almost 800 videos now. So I reviewed a lot of knives, but it's just, I just think it's funny when I get those comments, no matter what I review. If someone, it's usually someone who just, they like what you don't like, and they say, well, that's just your opinion. Yeah, it is. It is just my opinion. There is a lot of empirical data you can put in any review to anything. But there's 2 problems with that. First of all, there are a lot of things you cannot put in empirical data, like ergonomics. How can you judge how it's going to exactly feel in someone else's hands? We don't have the same hands, and I can't jump into your body and feel what your hands feel. I just say what feels good in my hands. I tell you what size my hands are and how it feels in my hands. You can't put empirical data on that. Whether or not you like the blade shape, the name is, it's like, do you like the blade shape? Maybe someone else doesn't like that blade shape for the kind of task that they use. I don't know. I can't do every single possible task with a knife in the course of a review. The other problem with a lot of empirical data is you have to be super, super, super careful with it. And no matter how super, super thorough and careful you are with it, somebody's going to tell you you're wrong. I mean, I trust guys like Super Steel Steve and Outpost 76, and especially Pete from Centric and Ada. They know more about steels and stuff and how to do that testing. They've forgotten more than I'll ever know. And I do trust them. But even them, all you're doing is opening up a can of worms to be told that you did it wrong. Because a lot of the people who really, 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 really care are just going to tell you you're wrong. That was one of the first things I learned when I worked for Wired. I wrote for Wired magazine for a while. And one of my first reviews, I reviewed a cell phone, and I did a whole battery drain test and all kinds of stuff on it. Spent a lot of time. I was a young, eager writer, and I sent it in. And they published it, but they cut all that stuff out. And I asked my editor, why'd you cut all that out? And he said, man, you did a good job, but the 25 people that are going to care about that are just going to tell you did it wrong. And that's been my experience reviewing bicycles and everything. That's why I don't do a lot of really tight empirical data. I don't do a whole lot of cutting tests and stuff because a couple other people do it better than me when it comes to knives, especially. Go watch them for that kind of stuff. And B, everybody who really cares, they're just going to tell me I did it wrong. So I don't do it. I don't like doing things that I know other people can do better than me. It's just kind of a personal flaw that I have, I guess. But I try and put as much data in as I can. I try to let you know what the knife is like. I try to keep it under 15 minutes. When I have a video that goes over 15 minutes, unless it's like a multi-knife thing or something silly, then I don't mind if it goes over 15, but I try and keep it under 15, a nice watchable length, give you enough information to know whether it's good or not. and move on. But yes, a lot of it's my opinion. Do you read Amazon product reviews before you buy a product? I bet a lot of you do. I wish I did. I usually don't. I look at the star ratings, but I probably should read them. I like to read reviews of products after I buy them. I'm a completely different person. Once I get it and I'm opening the box, then I'll read the review. Not a sharp way to, or not a sharp way to shop, people. Don't do that. But yeah, you read, Sally Mae from Omaha's opinion about what she thought about her hairdryer. Sally Mae may be an idiot. You don't know. You don't know her background. At least with us, with not just us knife YouTubers, with anything, whether it's a staff writer for a magazine or whatever, for one of your whatever product you like, you get to at least know their background, know their tastes. You can decide whether or not their tastes are similar to yours. And that's what I encourage you to do. For example, one of my favorite reviewers, Nick Shabazz. I love Nick. He's a very, very good friend of mine. And he just loaned me, and just today I got that he was kind of meh about. I freaking love it. And we've had vice versa. I've sent him knives that I was really excited about and was like, hey, Nick, you got to check this out. I'm all excited. And he was like, don't care for it. And we've had a whole bunch of stuff like that, just where he sent me stuff that he was excited about. I didn't like it a bit. Everybody's different. And he's one of my favorite reviewers there are. And I've had that happen with many, many reviewers. We do pass stuff around a lot. And, you're trying to impress, you think you're giving one of your reviewer friends a really big favor by, oh, hey, here, you can borrow this and do a video with it. And then they're like, I don't want to do a video of this thing. I don't like it. And it's fine. People are different. So shop around, watch more channels, figure out who has tastes that are more similar to yours. But yeah, so this was a bit trolly, and I do apologize for that. And honestly, like I said, I'm not nearly as mad about that as it sounds like I am. Somebody made a comment about reviews are just opinions as a joke, and I had been thinking about doing this video, and I replied in that comment that a completely objective review would just be a knife and a stat sheet. And so I wanted to make the video and explain a little bit my review philosophy and how far I go. I do put miles on everything that I review. I do lately, since I'm stuck in the house, I don't have to carry one for many days because I've got nothing else to do. So I can knock out a review in 2 days now because I've got nothing to do but sit and cut stuff. So it's a lot easier now. But usually, it's a week or two of actually, carrying it and using it. And not as my sole knife because I'm reviewing 2 or 3 at once usually. But when things slow down after, this is all done, and I'm trying not to just give you as much content as you can watch while you're stuck at home, I'll go back to the usual, 1, 2, 3 weeks of carrying a knife before I review it. But I do cut stuff. I do use them. All that stuff. I don't beat the hell out of them because who knows? A lot of times they're going on to somebody else after me. And it doesn't do any good for the company or the reviewer if they loan me a knife and then I beat the snot out of it and cut it, scratch it all up and dent it all up and send it to the next guy with a dull chipped blade. That doesn't do anything for anybody. Or I have to put my own edge on it and it's not the factory edge anymore. It just doesn't do anything for anybody. So, that's what, they get used. They don't get really beaten on unless they're mine. The ones that are mine, I'll beat on a lot more. And I also do long-term reviews. The stuff that I keep like that, the ones that I actually beat and really use that are mine, you'll see every 3, 4, 5 months, I'll do a long-term update. And I'll just take knives that I've had for the last 3, 4, 5 months and give you an update of how they're doing. If they broke, if they didn't break, if a problem cropped up, maybe sometimes it's the opposite way. Sometimes initially I didn't like them much, and then I do like them. So am I wrong in my reviews? Absolutely I'm wrong. There's no doubt that I've been wrong many, many, many times. I have not gone back to catalog them, and I shall not. But are there even some that I wish I could go back and do again? Yeah, there's some that I wish I could go back and do again. There's lots of stupid little jokes I've made too that I wish I hadn't have made. That there's been like one especially that really offended people, and I'm not going to bring that up again. The video's still up, but and I didn't delete it, but I have been tempted to go back and just delete that video. But it does have a lot of views, so I haven't yet. But yeah, I'm wrong, and I have no problem when you guys tell me I'm wrong, that you disagree with my opinion. But it is, because it's my opinion. A lot of this stuff is just my opinion. Some of it is data, but a lot of it is just my opinion. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. In my opinion, this has been a very trolling video that probably went on way too long, but I hope you guys enjoyed it and stuck around till the end to hear my little explanation. I've been Brian. Have a good one.